it's Kim. I would like to say like your host, but never works that way. I always wind up going, it's just Kim. Okay, well, this is for the 15th, the 16th, 17th, and the 18th of, can we believe it, September. I keep saying like, oh, it should be August or also October. This is sort of a liminal month. I know we're getting ready for Maven. I think it's the 21st, so I think it's next week. I'd have to look at a calendar, but like it's the 14th when I'm recording, so then it's like 7 days. So you'll be seeing like you'll see intentions and such for Maven if you celebrate, and if not, for a good fall and harvest if you don't. And please, please, please tell me your holidays that you do celebrate, and like give me like the details and scoop, and we'll do articles and stuff about it. Like it's not just all pagan, chattel or whatever you want to call it. Okay, it's not all new age, and it's real. Like we're real people, and we believe that everyone has, the right to like celebrate what they want to celebrate. I just don't know everybody's holidays. And I feel like it'd be, is it inauthentic or unauthentic, whatever, of me to like, see for somebody else. Tell me your stuff, give me your pictures, and like, please tell me what you do, Friday evenings into Saturday, when you light candles or whatever. Please, I just am ignorant, and I don't want to overstep into other people's lives and religions. So like, let me know, drop me a link below. Okay, so please. Okay, all right, I'm going to begin with, it's a singing bowl, but I really want a crystal singing bowl too. But this is what got me through my day. So you're going to have to bear with me. There is going to be probably a loud sound if you have earbuds. If you don't have earbuds, you're fine. All right. And what that does is clear the energy, as well as sort of like Dalva when she has us take a breath. It's very similar. You'll find that when it's ringing, we're actually, I hold my breath. I wound up like releasing tension. Like I said, it got me through my day. I taught today, and now my publisher wants to talk to an editor that I'm taking an ad with, and it's probably a little bit more than you need to know, but like this stuff sort of can affect the reading. So just be aware that Kim has some stuff going on, but it's good. Okay. Now, the black flame candle has been lit. Zachary Binks is out. Max has lit the candle, the virgin. Okay. So it's a little bit before Halloween, but I just got my Hocus Pocus card deck. And yes, I am a Hocus Pocus fan. I watch it every year and I don't remember all the characters' names, so bear with me. But by the end in October, you will. I will totally know everything, and I'll rewatch it. Okay, now I'll show the back of the cards. They almost look like stars, but I have a feeling they're supposed to be like sort of like magical lights of some sort, like as like you're casting with a wand. I'm gonna say that's what it is. And like we just drew the 4 of candles. You see that? Yeah. I might have to move my lamp a little. I have more lighting. That's why Kim's not in our car. True story. Got another lamp. When I got my shot, got manic. Got a lamp. Rearranged completely. That's what I do. It's always my office. Last 3, always my office. Okay. Feels very thick. I think that's 2. These are new cards. So, like these 2 stuck. So I'm going to pull another. But I'm going to keep these. Like I'm felt to keep them. I'm sure they're, together, but. And this is, I would call it a traditional tarot deck. It's not an oracle. I actually was kind of both surprised and not surprised about that. So they're real. Okay. there we have it. All right. So to give you the rundown, we have we have suspension. All right. So that is 12. I'm assuming that's the hangman, but we'll check it out. So this is sort of like the stuck energy, probably like, oh, I've been feeling with retro. And like, I never talk about retro, anything, renegade, no, retrograde, anything. And yet, and still, I'm like, dude, people are going to die. Actually, just one gentleman. But you see, so we're all sort of stuck in the suspension, sort of energy is how I would read that. We'll see what the book says. Yeah, every book has a different take on the tarot, and I find it fun to see. All right. So then the 8 of Pumpkins. Do I know what pumpkins represent? No. Do I think they're probably cups? Probably. So I think this hand, like trying to conjure these, is probably like sort of like this reaching both for love, friendship, that sort of stuff. Like some type of empathy. I know that I've been feeling a hollow. I don't know if anyone else has. Like I said last time, there's an epidemic of loneliness. And like I feel that, like I don't talk to my old friends. I sometimes, like go on Facebook and I like, read their stuff, but we don't actually talk, right? Yeah, so that's how this conjuring. So maybe we're conjuring, friendship or romance. It doesn't have to be romance, but like something, empathy, love. Now this is inverted, but it's Ace of Potions. And with potions, I'd probably say it's probably swords. I like again, I will actually read the cut. It came today, um, so with an aces usually are beginnings. So inverted, it's probably another delay, another stall. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing. I mean, like we all need to sort of catch our breath. I feel like we've been racing and racing and racing. And like, yes, we're supposed to be doing self-care, but like in the last few weeks, I've done self-care and I'm like, okay, now it is not enough. So maybe, even though we're sort of feeling stagnant and stuck, maybe it's for the best. This is also inverted. This is the one that it came together. It was stuck. It's a 2 of Potions. Okay. So again, usually sort of cut through stuff, get stuff done. Maybe there's a few hangups. Let's see what it really says. I know. I say I'm right no matter what. Suspension. Now you're upright, but suspension is being trapped between decision and indecision, choice and hesitation. You are filled with inner conflict or perhaps trapped by twists of fate. Ice finds himself. Remember ice? Yeah, ice. That's ice, right? Finds himself in such a predicament when he is trapped with the sand resistance. He is unable to free himself from his bindings and can only await his fate. Do you feel similarly trapped? Or are you able to break free from that which binds you? Remember, shoelaces were tied, they were spun around, they had too much candy, they're going to get sick. So, are we on that sort of ride? So, it's upright. So, you face a decision that has left you paralyzed, unable to turn back and unable to advance. All right. It's basically just says ice feels the same. Sometimes it's better to reflect on the challenges than rush right in, right? That's our pause, remember? Like we're pausing and yes, we're stuck, but maybe stuck is a negative word. Maybe we need a word like rest. We're taking a rest and we're contemplating and we're planning. Take account of all you have to lose and all you wish to gain. Why do you hesitate? How do you come to a decision? Well, that's it. How do you come to a decision? It's very difficult a lot of times. Sometimes everything seems so close. There's so many little pieces that are almost the same, but not quite the same. And maybe you just need to close your eyes and hit your finger. I mean, I've done it before and I've gotten published that way. Like sometimes you just have to take, I hate to make it sound like it's just so easy and it's not, but sometimes you have to leap. I say I push my students or even my friends, I go push them out of the nest. They're too scared. And it's not that I'm not scared. Oh, I'm scared. But sometimes it doesn't matter. You just have to live. I only found that out 3 years ago. All right. We have the Eight of Pumpkins. It is upright. You have begun learning a new skill that will benefit your career or craft. Your commitment and dedication will see you through. Remain diligent and listen to the wisdom of others. Who knows the spells you'll master by the end of your journey? So exactly, all right, you are manifesting, right? You are making those spells of what you want. But it's still a card of longing, those eights, okay? You want them, but you don't have them yet. Gonna get them. Okay. Ace of Potions. But again, inverted. I apologize. I'm still learning. There's candles, there's pumpkins, there's fire, there's lightning, and there's potions. So I mean, like, so it's fun. Okay. I'm planning to do a fun one too. I'm working on it. I'm getting a special. They're not tarot. They're a different type of dividing tool. They will be here next week, so I have some time to learn. All right. Reverse. You feel stagnant. You may have cut off your emotions to protect yourself from rejection. Or perhaps you lack the inspiration to start a creative endeavor. Open your spell book and check your ingredients. A different potion may be required. And maybe that's it. Maybe you just need a different approach to make it this way. You leap, you manifest, you know, use your pumpkins and you go for it. All right. Also inverted, of course, because they came together. The Two of Potions. And inverted, or reversed in this deck, it's called. You have entered into an unequal relationship filled with disrespect and broken promises. This imbalance of power must be addressed if the partnership is to bear fruit. This card may indicate the end of a relationship. Now, that's kind of a negative downer. And I don't see that. I don't feel that. Now, I don't mean that there's not an imbalance in a relationship of some sort. That doesn't mean that it has to end. I'm actually renewing a lot of relationships. Different people that I've had in the past that I cut off are coming back and saying, you know, hey, Kim, what's going on? What are you doing? And I'm like, well, you know, I'm doing this archaeology thing. And they're like, wow. And, you know, like it's a renewal. There's something new to talk about. There's less complaining. Sometimes I am my greatest, I'm my greatest, you know, I'm the best of me. And I'm also, you know, like the worst tool, right? Like, my friends will be like, you're either or, right? You're either a whiny little Pisces or, you know, you're a loving little Pisces, you know, and sometimes you're both and then you're just cranky, you know, and like, so maybe it's a renewal and not necessarily an end or awfulness like that. I made that sound. And I say that because, you know, you're going to get a different potion and you're manifesting and you're taking a break. And maybe you're taking a break and you're meeting someone or you're renewing something. And yes, it has to be, you know, an equal partnership. And maybe it'll break the stuckness or you can rest and then release and go forth. That's my thing. All right. And a different deck. Gotta give you different decks. I mean, it is Kim. All right. We've used this before. The Journey. I love this. It's a tarot and oracle deck, but I mean, I love it. And yes, part of it is because that it says on the front like what it means, and then I don't have to always psychically intuit and try to like, you know, rack my brain at the same time. Now this is the back of the card. I should be nice and do it. And it is charity and payout. 6 of Pentacles upright. So what does that do to the whole thing that we just did? Well, that stuckness, that respite, that rebalancing of power in whatever relationship it wound up being. It doesn't have to be romantic. There's a payout. It doesn't have to be money. And when it says charity, I always think of that there's a give and take almost of energy. You know, like there's I tell stories. There's a gentleman that comes to the McDonald's that I hang out with, the parking lot that I, dedicated my book to. And he comes, and he's very gracious. And I was the first one to roll down my window. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people don't want to give. And he was, at where you order, which is a scary place. It's not like he's on the side of the road, right? So he was saying something. So I rolled down my window. He's like, "You are the first person. Thank you for seeing me." What does that mean to a person? Both sides, right? Not necessarily charity, but definitely a payout, right? Because there's like this give and take, and I felt like I'm the first person that saw it. There is like a special connection. We talk, and I admit that I gave him a 20 the other day. And we were talking, and I was just like, no, energetically, I felt I could use this 20, right? I'm not a rich person. I'm quite poor. And so giving it was just like, I don't need this. You needed much more than me. And he's like talking about how he would hug me, but he hasn't bathed. And I'm like, I don't know how to help you, in my head, right? But we sort of laughed about it and joked about it just slightly, enough so he wasn't embarrassed. And I mean, I would want to be hugged anyway with COVID and everything. So but it was just a moment, and it was gracious on both sides. And that is beauty. So even if you don't meet a random stranger, maybe your partner or your friend or your creative project has some type of mutual exchange and payout. Okay. Sorry, I know. I talk. Okay. Time for the thing that we really wanted. Spirit cats. Now these are pre-shuffled. I'm gonna shuffle one more time. Say they're all pre-shuffled, right? I'm called to do one more. They're thick cards. All right. Okay. We have peace. Okay. Meet Serena. She will guide you to the sanctuary at the center of your being, the place of stillness in the midst of the flowering river of life. She knows the language of forgiveness and acceptance. If you're quiet for a moment and let your heart soften and open, she can teach you these true words so you may rest your mind in the abode of peace. We cannot control the actions of others, but our perspectives, our feelings, and our choices remain in our power. Choose to be at peace even as you work towards resolution, evolution, and change. And that, babies, is everything that we just talked about, all summed up. Let's have peace. Now I am called to have another. Please feel free to, to stop. I know I run long, but I just like, if you ever felt like that, you have to. Intuition, exactly what I was talking about. Okay. Meet Ghost Kitten. She's the light within us that helps us guide us through our life. She's always beckoning us to enter our inner world, to dig deep and meet her there. If you're quiet, you can hear her whispering to you, perhaps about a creative project. Sorry, I got lost. Or a person that you should reach out to, or even leaving a stifling job. Okay. Play with what makes her whispers louder and clearer for you. That didn't help, did it? Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's meditation or sleeping enough or taking a shower. Experiment with following your intuition and notice what magic unfolds. Okay. So basically, that's the self-care. So the peace, self-care, there might be some balance issues, codependence. I don't like that word, but like maybe some give and take that needs to be balanced more. And like maybe creativity during our quiet, what we could call stuck period. Just relax, enjoy, do some stamping. I don't know what people do. I just write. It's really what I do 24/7. True story. All right. Well, that is the reading. And I do hope that you have a lovely rest of the week. Maven is coming, like I said, and you will see posts about it. All right. And let me tell you, there's a lot of holidays coming up. Please, please, please I want everyone included. Take care. All right. Bye bye.